Yes, indeed. B Marsh Boxing back at it with another post-fight review, and this fight was between Danny Jacobs and Maciej Sulecki. Man, this fight was actually better than I had anticipated. You know what I mean? In my opinion, going into this fight with a guy like Maciej who was moving up in weight, I thought that Danny Jacobs should have got the KO victory or a stoppage. But this Maciej Polish kid, man, this guy came to fight. This guy came to fight. You know what I'm saying? I had this fight. Let me just go through the rounds. You know what I mean? Um, Round one, I gave to Danny Jacobs. Round two, I gave to Maciej. You know what I'm saying? Round three, I gave to Danny Jacobs. In round four, you know what I mean? Danny Jacobs was, he was boxing off the back foot. You know what I'm saying? And he was coming forward at times, and he was throwing the body shots. You know what I mean? That was actually, in my opinion, what won him this fight. Maciej was landed the straight right hand with at will though. That's one thing. He just didn't have enough pop, you know what I mean? He didn't have enough pop to really hurt the man Danny Jacobs, even if he caught him clean, you know. You know what I'm saying? But Danny Jacobs, on the other hand, was landing some mean body shots, you know what I'm saying? And occasional uppercuts in there, that was stunning the man Maciej, you know what I'm saying? Maciej did make a run from round five, six, and seven. I gave those to Maciej. Round eight, nine, and 10, I gave that to Danny Jacobs. Round 11, I gave to Maciej, and round 12, I gave that to Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs dropped a vicious right hand, a punch that the man Maciej didn't see coming. You know what I'm saying? It was a kind of right hand that Danny Jacobs pulled out of his back pocket. And the guy ain't see it coming and it caught him flush in the face, you know what I mean? Right on the chin and it dropped Maciej. Maciej was stunned by that shot. He still got up. He took his 8 count, got up, you know what I mean? Danny Jacobs, he ain't going for the kill per se, you know what I mean? He just kept it safe basically because Maciej was landing some nice shots even after he got dropped and hurt, you know what I mean? So, Danny Jacobs was in a tough, difficult fight in my opinion, you know what I mean? This guy Maciej came to fight. He ain't come to lay down. In the 12th round, what actually got him caught was him being too aggressive. He did land some beautiful one-twos. Wop, 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 wop. Nice one-twos, you know what I mean? Almost like a four-punch combo. And he was probably going for some more punches, and that's when he got caught in between the punches with a punch he ain't see, and Danny Jacobs put him on the back seat of his pockets, you know what I mean? Man, this was a good fight, man. Danny Jacobs survives, you know what I'm saying? I had this fight 115 to 112. Um, you know what I mean? I think that the man Danny Jacobs, he won this fight 7 rounds to five. And he kind of struggled in there, you know what I mean? But hey, maybe this guy, in my opinion, this Maciej Sulek guy, his stock has risen in this middleweight division. He might give a lot of people some problems at the middleweight division, you know what I mean? I see fellas in the chat, main boxing biker. He says Jacob is food for Charlo. Blood boxing, what's goody blood? He says, yep, Charlo is going to defeat Jacobs. Yeah, man, Danny Jacobs, he called out Charlo at the end of the fight, you know what I mean, with Max Kellerman, and he called him and he said, hey, I'm the king of Brooklyn, you know what I mean? And I'm happy that he called the man out, you know what I'm saying? Even though the man, Charlo, is going the WBC route trying to get a fight with Golovkin. And now Danny Jacobs is the mandatory with this win tonight with the WBA for Golovkin's WBA strap, you know what I mean? But, hey, it'll make for a good fight, you know what I'm saying? It'll make for a good fight. I'm not sure if Charlo, I don't know. It'll be the best fighter Charlo's fought on his resume, a pure natural heavy middleweight. It'll make for a good fight. I'd love to see it, you know what I mean? But truth be told, the man Jamal Charlo is coming to Brooklyn, Danny Jacobs' backyard, and he's kind of outshining him with these knockout performances while Danny Jacobs is going the distance, you know what I mean? Truth be told, this was an Eddie Hearn matchroom fight card, you know what I'm saying? And I just watched a vicious fight on Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? The Top Rank card was popping tonight. That man Bob Arum, man, he gave us some good fights tonight. And Dogbo got the upset on Magdaleno. After watching that, this HBO card was kind of anticlimactic. You could probably tell if you go back to my post-fight review, this one and the Dogbo joint, where my energy's at. You know what I mean? Maybe because it's late too. You know what I'm saying? But Danny Jacobs was getting caught with the right hand, and you guys are right in the chat, main boxing biker and blood boxing. Hey, maybe if that man gets caught with that right hand by Charlo, it's a wrap, man. Charlo's sleeping, fellas. You know what I mean? Danny Jacobs, I think he was in there with the guy who just doesn't have enough pop on his punch. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And a guy like Charlo, a guy like Charlo, that's the opposite, man. He be stretching fellas out. It'll make for a good fight. I'd still love to see it. Technically, it's one of the best fights to be made at middleweight. That Jamel Charlo's impressed me with his more technical skills. He's not just a puncher, you know what I'm saying? He's actually even a very good boxer. So we shall see. But boxing in the chat, he says he did call him out. Yep. Main boxing biker says that jab was killing Jacobs, and Charlo got a strong jab. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree with you there, man. The man Sulecki's jab was percolating tonight, and it was setting up that beautiful 1-2. You know what I mean? Maybe if he had more punch variety too, which Danny Jacobs actually, that's why he beat him. Danny Jacobs was landing the body shots and the uppercuts as well as also landing some nice 1-2s in there, you know what I mean? So the punch variety and just more power punches from Danny Jacobs won him this fight. But that's also because he's in there with a guy who only yeah, he got over 20 wins, undefeated. Danny took his old, but he had only 10 knockouts, you know what I mean? Main boxing biker says, and I'm a Brooklyn dude. I like Jacobs, but I got Charlo winning. I ain't mad at you on that one, man. It'll be a good fight, you know what I mean? Danny Jacobs versus Charlo, that'll make for a very good fight. Looks like Danny Jacobs struggles with these European guys, you know what I mean? From Triple G, even though I thought he won the fight. And of course, P Rog, you know what I mean? P Rog, the first man to beat Danny Jacobs. Now he struggled with this guy right here, you know what I mean? So we shall see. Time shall tell. Be March Boxing by the seal the deal on this live stream. Give thanks to main boxing biker and blood boxing coming through in the chat. Danny Jacobs wins this fight on my card. 115, 112. One judge had it 117, 110. That was ridiculous. I forgot what the other judges had it, you know what I mean? But one judge had it my way too, 115, 112. Let me see what they saying in the chat. Low Culture TV was good, son. He says salute. What's happening, big man? Ain't seen you in the chat in a minute. I ain't seen your videos in a minute. I'm still up on it though. T. Scott said he had it the same. Main boxing Baka says he struggles with nice jabs. Yes. Blood boxing, he says Jacob is a good guy and he will fight Charlo too. A warrior, no excuses. Yeah, man. He could make any excuse, you know what I mean, to say, oh well, this, that, the third, you know what I mean? They on different networks, HBO and Showtime, but one thing they do have in common, they both managed and advised by Al Heyman. So that should not be a difficult fight to make. To be honest, for Charlo, it shouldn't matter even which network he fights on. Neither should Jacobs, you know what I mean? So we shall see, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, I'm about to seal the deal. I'm out of here, fellas. Good looks on everybody coming through, and I'm gone. I got some more videos coming up, so let me go ahead and make them vids, all right? Peace.